You wanted to make your career in digital marketing. That's great. You went for some certification, some courses. That's even great. And you got them. Now what? You have two options. Either you can go for your own brand, creating your own agency, or doing something like starting as a freelancer and then growing it up as your business. Or you may want to go for a job. If you have decided the first one, then you're sorted. You know what to do. I'm not needed here. Simply, yes, I'm not. Then you know what to do. If you want to go for the job, then yes, then you need to find out the companies where you can join as an intern or a trainee and get some first-hand experience, because my friend, you still have just got the theoretical knowledge or maybe some very few practical applications of your learnings during your training program, but you need to really apply them in real life and know how the things work. So now you have selected your companies or the startups or any other venture where you want to join and then you want to grow. Now the D-Day, where you have to face the interview. So the question is, what can you expect from the interview? Hello guys, my name is Alok and I run this channel Digital Presence Today. Today here I am going to answer almost all the questions which you can expect from the digital marketing interview you are going to appear for. And let me tell this to you, there is no such question as questions for freshers or questions for beginners, questions for the people who are experts. The only point is that yes, if you are starting your career right now, you may expect some very basic questions, and given the point, you tell them that hey, I have just got the training and I don't have any practical application knowledge. So the questions will be more basic, where they just want to know if you have got your concepts right or not. If you have got some experience, the questions may be more technical. The more experience you show, the job profile may lead to more like managing the things up, collaborating with agencies, analysis of data. So it's totally dependent upon how much experience you have. Starting with the point that let's consider that yes, you have just started to go for an interview and you have just started the career now. So now what? What are the questions that you may expect? I keep on getting a lot of queries here where people ask me that can you help us out with the questions which we may expect. So I decided to have all the questions in this video. So please stay tuned and I'll answer all those questions for you. But most important fact here, don't cram these questions up. No. These are the answers which are just like a guiding light to you. The answers coming from you need to be more personalized. They need to be more relevant how you want to proceed with, not about what I am saying, because again, these are the answers which I am delivering to you, but you may have your own perspective. You may need to choose your own words. You may need to communicate them well. That's how it is going to work. You need to show them that yes, I am confident, and at the same time, the company needs you as much as you need the companies. It's simple, isn't it? So let's start with the first question. What is digital marketing? Yes, you heard it right. This is the very basic question, but yes, this is the very frequent question that you may expect if you're just starting your career into digital marketing, maybe as an intern or a trainee or maybe your first job. So what is digital marketing? The question may come into various shapes. For example, what do you understand by digital marketing? Can you explain digital marketing to me? If I say digital marketing, what does it mean? And many more. So it's totally up to you. But the crux is again, what is digital marketing? So digital marketing is a form of marketing where we use internet and technologies around it to market our brand, create our presence on the online world and grow it up. It includes social media marketing, search engine marketing, social media optimization, search engine optimization, email marketing, content marketing. Now these verticals have again their own sub verticals. Now these topics will have their own subtopics again, where I'll be covering the details in further questions. Why is digital marketing preferred over traditional marketing? Well, if you ask me, I am a big advocate of digital marketing. I am into this career. I am living the dream. I wanted to be this. But yet, you just can't go and say this. Yes, you love digital marketing, but yet you need to give some points why you do this. So you may shape your answer something like this. We live in a digital marketing era where the potential is exponential. Digital marketing have some leverages over traditional marketing that leads to the success. For example, it is cost effective. The measurement of ROI is more accurate over here. ROI means return on investment is more accurate over here if compared to the traditional marketing. Better tracking of leads. Yes, you can track which lead is coming from where. You can do this by UTM. What is UTM? You can just Google it, or if you want me to cover it in a separate video, just comment below, I'll cover it. Better analysis of data. You know how the performance campaigns are working and where you can optimize them. That helps you in real-time optimization or faster optimization of your campaigns. Then comes to the access of resources or material that is needed by the customer. If customer needs something, you know what to do and from where to find it. Better interaction with the customers. Now social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, they give you the benefit of interacting with the customers in real time or in a more frequent ways. Customers can leave their queries on your social media handles and you can answer them. This also leads to the optimization of your ORM, yani online reputation management. Hope this helps. Next question is, what are different types of SEOs? Well, SEOs are basically of two types: simple on-page SEO and off-page SEO. This may lead to the next question: what is on-page SEO? On-page SEO includes all the techniques that we use in optimizing our own website that can help us in getting a better ranking in search engine. Off-page SEOs includes all the techniques that we use to get backlinks from other websites. This leads to the better search engine ranking. So the more quality backlinks you have, that leads to a better search engine ranking. This leads to another question: will you recommend paid digital marketing campaigns over organic digital marketing campaigns? But before this, the question may be like, you need to know what is organic and what is paid digital marketing. Paid marketings are like Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. All these ads that are on digital platforms are paid marketing. And organic marketing is like promoting your website or optimizing your social media, like social media optimization and search engine optimization, so that your website start growing organically, getting more traffic organically, which may then convert to leads. So now you're getting all those leads organically without paying to the search engine or social media platforms. Another question: what is keyword? Well, SEO keywords are kind of phrases in your content, web content, the content that you may be posting on the website or your social media posts or articles or your press submissions, online press submissions. So that helps search engine to know what your article is about, and then it is possible that your content start ranking into SERPs and you get more visibility. Now, what is Googlebot? Yes, so Googlebot is like automated bot or software tool that is used by Google to crawl your website and index it. Google used its Googlebots to know about your website and then index them as per the keywords or the categories they fall into. So your content really need to be well optimized so that you can gain the ranking. What is the difference between social media marketing and search engine marketing? You may shape your answer something like this. Social media marketing is limited to the boundaries of social media platforms we are running our campaign onto. For example, if I'm running Facebook ads, my ads may reach only to the audience who are on Facebook or Instagram, not beyond that. If I am running LinkedIn ads, my ads will be limited to the audience on LinkedIn platform. If I'm running Twitter ads, then my ads are only for the Twitter audience. Well, yes, the upper hand over here is that these ads are personalized, a bit targeted to the audience, yet they are limited to the boundaries of those social media platforms only. On the other hand, if I go for search engine marketing, I can use it to place my ads all over the internet. It gives me more leverage and wider reach. This may lead to the question like, if you have to use social media for search engine optimization, which social media platforms will you use, or which social media platforms are used for search engine optimization? According to Google, the data from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and LinkedIn is considered into ranking your website. What are the content marketing platforms? The content marketing platforms may include Reddit, Medium, Quora, articles on LinkedIn. Yes, if you post your content regularly on these platforms, the backlinks coming from these websites definitely give you the link juice that can help your website to rank well in search engine pages. What is SEO? Well, I don't need to explain this, you already know this, but yes, you need to prepare for answering this question as well. Why is SEO important for my website? SEO is important because it helps your website to increase its indexability. It helps Googlebots to crawl your website and index them in a better way. That helps you in getting the SERP and ranking your website in better places or better ranking, maybe even the first page of the Google search engine or other search engines, and that may lead to more leads or more traffic which can be leveraged further. So that's all for today, friends. I'll be covering more than 100 questions in this series and I'll be making more than 10 episodes. So if you have not subscribed my channel yet, hit the subscribe button. If you have liked the video, press the like button and share the knowledge with your friends too. Stay tuned. Thank you.